Hi there. So I wanted to share today on this third Tuesday of November an experience that I had this week around feeling sadness. So November and December is the holiday time for many of us, and it's definitely a time for gratitude and to remember all that we have, but it very often brings up emotions of sadness and longing for things that we don't have. So I think that the experience I had can be useful. So here's what happened. I was triggered by an event this morning that immediately sent me into some pretty active emotions that I would have labeled at the time as negative emotions. And I just started to feel angry. I felt really triggered, really angry. And so I gave it a little bit of space, and then I just went about my day. I tried to get my work done, tried to focus on my to-do list for that day. But it just, like, these feelings just kept coming back. Like, I'd be able to focus for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'd feel this knock, knock, knock on the door where emotions came back, and it was anger coming back in the form of a clenched jaw, or my fists were clenched, or I felt tightness in my chest. So it kept coming back and interfering, which was its attempt to get my attention, right? So the most subtle form of love is our attention. And so what I chose to do in that moment, after a few hours of ignoring the feelings, was just listen to them and sit with them. So I left my office, I came right here to my little meditation space, and I sat here and I said, okay, let's just get it out on the table. And I immediately became aware that what I was feeling was not, in fact, anger. That's just how it presented itself. What I was feeling was sadness. I was really sad. I was triggered by an event that genuinely made me sad, because it was about the holidays and loved ones that I wanted to spend my holidays with, but I'm not going to be able to. And so it brought me a lot of sadness. And so I chose to sit here and just give it space to exist. Just give my sadness space to spread its wings and share its experience with me. And so I sat down and I just said, gosh, I'm sad. I'm really sad. And I started to cry. And then I did what I often do, which is I immediately will jump to judgment, or I will try to fix the problem, or I will try to analyze it and understand, like, how I can improve myself through this experience, right? Like, can you relate with that? So that's often what I do, but I kept reminding myself, no, that's pulling me out of feeling the emotion. And I choose not to do that. I'm going to come back to just sitting with this emotion right now. And so to do that, I used the mantra, I'm sad. And it reminded me to come back into my body, back into my experience, and just feel the emotion of sadness. And so I sat there for a couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I cried a little bit and really felt the emotion. Like, at one point I had cradled my face and I just started sobbing into my hands. I was sad. And after about 10 minutes of just letting it out, reminding myself to come back to the feeling if I were trying to escape it through judgment or analysis or trying to fix the problem, I just kept coming back to, I'm sad right now. After about 10 minutes, it kind of dissolved, it dissipated. And I gave it love and compassion through my attention. I let it express itself. And then I just started to feel better. So I wanted to share that because I think, I know I have been an expert at avoiding my feelings. I grew up and learned how to do that at a young age, to just ignore the problem, put on a happy face, march through life, and make everything look like it's okay, even to myself. But when we do that, we really abandon our parts of ourselves that are hungry for our attention and our love. And until we really nurture them with that loving compassion of our full present moment attention and awareness, then they're just going to stick around and continue to knock on our door and interrupt us at the most inopportune times, because they need to be felt, they need to be expressed. So I wanted to share that. Hopefully it's a tool that you can use if you experience emotions like I did around the holidays, or in your attempts to find gratitude, or in your practice of compassion. If these feelings come up that we perceive as negative and you notice yourself trying to avoid them, I would offer that maybe you sit with it for a few minutes and just see what's really there. See if, like I did, you manifest this emotion through some other different emotion. Like, I wasn't really angry, I was sad. So hopefully this serves you. Peace, love, and light to you all. I am so grateful for all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.